Why do people choose to suffer? That's an interesting question because most people think that suffering is coming from external sources. But I truly believe that suffering is coming from internal sources. Not all the time, but most of the time, all the suffering comes from choice. So that means that if people are able to choose to suffer, that means that people are able to choose joy, people are able to choose gratefulness, people able to choose happiness as well. So that means that suffer or happiness is your choice. Now, when I look into that more deeply, when you need to start thinking of how that happens, our mind is a very, very powerful tool, and most time people underestimate it because when we look into our mind, even though that our mind is a very powerful tool, we're not able to gather all information and see that in conscious mind. So that means that only 3% of all the information that we see during the day is seen by conscious mind, and 97% goes through subconscious mind. And what happens to those 97% of information? A lot of times goes to garbage. And that means in that 97% could be so much greatness, so much good ideas and thoughts that could benefit your life. But you don't tap into that. Now, when we think about those 3% of it to look at, now that is very important because a lot of times people don't realize that they have option to choose where they want to look at. And of course, a lot of times because of that, most people choose those 3% not um, manually but automatically because that is set up by the environment that they're in, by friends, by other people agendas. But if your 3% is programmed by someone else, that means that you will not get what you want because this is not what you're looking for. You will be programmed to find what other person is looking for. But when you want to achieve what you want to achieve, you need to program your mind. You need to start to be specific what you want, what you basically what kind of lifestyle you want to live, what kind of person you want to become, where do you want to live, what kind of job you have, what kind of business you have. You need to specify what you want. And of course, when you program those 3% of your conscious mind, then success will start to happen because your mind starts to look for it. So we need to be out loud about what we want to our mind, and of course, our mind will start to look for it. And if you will start seeing the things that you never saw because you will start to look for it.